know about the famous Al-Qaidah An-Noraniah? This is one of the most classic books, if you want to call it a book. It's not just a book actually, it's a book with a CD that is meant to teach you the Arabic alphabet properly, so you can first learn how to read the Book of Allah properly, and then obviously you'll be able to learn how to read the hadith of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam properly. And then it is meant for children ages 4 and above. Let me just give you a little bit of a glimpse of this particular book. So look, الدرس الأول حروف الهجاء المفردة ألف باء تاء ثاء جيم حاء خاء دال ذال راء زاء سين شين صاد ضاد طاء ظاء. You say, hey, I don't know how to pronounce it. Say, no problemo. The CD will help you learn the audio so you can hear and execute. And then look at the dars الثاني, right? Then you're going to learn لام ألف باء ألف إلى آخره تاء ثاء يا ألف. And then you will continue to improve. ألف لام ميم صاد ألف لام را. Some of them are obviously related to the Quran. Then they go on to insert the diacritical signs, aka al-harakat. So you have fatha, dhamma, kasra, and then look, the kids will start learning the actual word. Abadan, ahadun, akhadha, adhina. Most of these, if not all of them, actually appear in the Quran. Qasam appears in the Quran. Lumaza appears in the Quran. Lahab, masad, nakhira, wasaq, waqab, walad. All of these which appear in the Quran. And then you go on and on and on, and look, as the children advance towards the end, they give you a lot of examples, but you should be able then to read like this. مروا ربي مدت حقت خفت تبت تخلت قدمت. And it trains your mind. As you go through the book, it trains your mind. So when you're done with all this and you open the Book of Allah and you try to read the Quran, then you will be able to read it comfortably and easily, and you don't feel this pressure that the people face when trying to learn the Book of Allah. We highly recommend Al-Qaidah An-Noraniah for your children to learn Arabic, for you to learn Arabic, for you to know how to recite the Quran properly, for reverts and new Muslims. This is old but gold. If we find a link, inshallah, we will drop it in the description below. That's it. This is the Arabic section. But before that, these are trophies that the kids won in soccer. And when you deal with Muslims, when a Muslim gives you the trophy, they make sure that the head is chopped off. Isn't that cute? Beautiful. This is where the treasure is, baby. Without the Arabic language, you are in a disadvantage, brother and sister. I've said this a million times and I'll say it again. If you don't know Arabic, you are in a disadvantage. All of this treasure is, for the most part, not available in English. Not even chapters of it, not even sentences of it. Allahumma, barely excerpts here and there. All this mass amount of information is fundamentally in Arabic. Where do I start? I mean, Arabic may be irrelevant to a lot of you, but you have the Kitab al-Imam al-Nawawi, you have Ighathat al-Lahfan fi Masa'id al-Shaytan for Imam Ibn al-Jawzi, you have Qasas al-Anbiya, you have Sharh Zad al-Mustaqla Kitab al-Tahara, Sheikh Muhammad Mukhtar al-Shankiti. I used to attend these classes with the Sheikh here in Jeddah. There in Jeddah, now I'm in Riyadh. We have Riyadh al-Salihin. We have Al-Qawl al-Baligh fi al-Tahdhir min Jama'at al-Tabligh. Tabligh Jama'at. A special book was written, to warn against them. Al-Siyasa al-Shar'iyya. Al-Aqidah al-Wasitiyya. Another version of the book. Sheikh Sabah al-Taymiyyah. Taysir al-Karim al-Rahman. Tafsir of Sheikh Abdul Rahman Nasser al-Sa'di. I have more than one version of it. We have Al-Amal al-Salih. جامع الإمام الترمذي, we have Fatawa Arkan al-Islam, Jami' al-Mutun, all of the mutuns that you can imagine are in one book. So usually Talib al-Ilm, the student of knowledge, he memorizes the matan. The matan is the original text that the author wrote before it was explained by other people and before they've done the revision and so on and so forth. So basically everything you can imagine is available. See, Matn al-Aqidah, subhanallah, how could I open possibly on Al-Aqidah al-Wasitiyah? Because I love this book, it's everywhere in my life. This is the original book, and if you look at it, it's actually not that big. Look, before you go to the Aqidah Tahawiyah, Al-Aqidah al-Wasitiyah is only this much. Look. The original book is from page like 295 to page 321. Around 40 pages, but now with the sharh, it took us 5 years to cover the whole book. Subhanallah. جامع بيان العلم وفضله, the importance of knowledge. شرح أصول اعتقاد أهل السنة والجماعة, very good book about the عقيدة of أهل السنة والجماعة. The ترغيب والترهيب, one of the famous books also about the hadith which encourage you to go to Jannah, and a hadith that will warn you against going to Jahannam. The famous book of Shaykh al-Islam Ibn Taymiyyah, اقتداء الصراط المستقيم لمخالفة أصحاب الجحيم. يعني basically staying on a straight path to oppose the people of the hellfire. Basically about how Muslims follow the Jews and the Christians and everything. Again, the tafsir of Ibn Kathir over here. We're skipping a lot of books because of time. الشرح الممتع by Sheikh Muhammad bin Salih Al-Uthaymin رحمه الله. الشرح الممتع في زاد المستقنع. This is also a very, look at this big series of books, mashallah, tabarakallah. Fiqh al-Sunnah, this book has some issues. I have some books that were given to me that have issues, so if you see something that is problematic, don't panic and don't freak out. This book right here, Allahu Akbar, this book, Habibi, مختصر العلول العلي الغفار, the book of Al-Imam Al-Dhahabi, to refute all of the, and with the tahqiq of Shaykh Al-Albani rahimahullah, all of those who claim Allah is everywhere. This is a book that compiles all the statements of the Salaf, that Allah Azza wa Jal is in a state of transcendence above His creation, Jalla Jalaluhu wa taqaddasat asma'uhu. Again, we have many Riyad Salihin. This book I used to teach at one point, Sharh al-Ajrumiyah. This is a book that I learned with also Abu Mujahid Farid Abdullah back in the, look at this. This is from Allah knows how long. Dar al-Kitab al-Arabi. This is somewhere in America. Wow. This is also a little advanced book in learning Arabic grammar. Tafsir al-Jalalayn, a very famous tafsir. We have a bunch of other books here. What is this? As-Sawa'iq. Let's jump on to the other section. I think, yeah. We have some books behind here, but these are small books here and there. Nothing really major. More trophies of the kiddos. Sirat Khair al-Ibad, Ibn Qayyim al-Jawziyah. Again, we have a lot of books of Ibn Qayyim. Ibn Qayyim, rahimahullah, the student of Shaykh al-Islam Ibn Taymiyyah, was really an elaborate author. May Allah have mercy on him. Then we have Sharh Riyad al-Salihin, also an important series. Zad al-Ma'ad, also Ibn Qayyim al-Jawziyah, rahimahullah. Ahkam al-Janaiz, Shaykh al-Albani, a very famous book about the rulings of the funerals and the bid'ah that people have invented on Allahu Akbar. When a person dies, they disobey Allah in 100,000 ways, and people hardly ever follow the sunnah in any culture that I've come across, anywhere in the world. Even here, where you think people will be the closest to the sunnah, still people, when it comes to death, somehow, some way, have a hard time adhering to the sunnah. This book is gold about showing you how to deal with the death of a Muslim according to the sunnah of the Prophet. I hope and pray that when our time comes, our family adhere strictly to these particular principles and guidelines by the Shaykh Al-Albani rahimahullah. Again, I have many of the shuruh, more than one sharh for more than one book. Here, Allahu Alam, where I got these from. A lot of the stuff was given. But anyways, these are just maybe old CDs and old DVDs. Well, this is what it is. These are the Kalima DVDs. You know, we've been working with, look at that DVD. MashaAllah, tabarakallah. We've been working with Kalima for a long time. Kalima is our good friend. We love them. Hopefully they love us. And no bookshelf and no collection of books is complete without having a basketball and a soccer ball on top. Just so that it can remind you that there's deen and dunya. Sa'atun wa sa'a. An hour and an hour. Yes, you could spend your whole life learning, but don't become fat in the process. Make sure that you also exercise and stay in shape. Jazakumullah khair. Subhanakallah bihamdik. Ashhadu an la ilaha illa ant. Astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk.
Thanks for watching this video. Subscribe and click on the notification bell. Like, comment, and share with friends and family.